Hey guys, Seth Roth here, and I'm bringing you a new game. This is a review of a game that just recently came out called Heart of Honor Burning Blood. It's a fantastic game. I'm really enjoying it. It's in beta from what I've been told. However, supposedly you're going to be able to bring your character over. I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's just do a quick review of the game, just so if you're interested in playing it, at least you'll know some of the things that are going on. So, it's not like your typical MMORPG where it's completely open world, okay? It does have open world functionality in it. Certain parts of it do. But if you look at the right-hand part of the screen, you have your storyline, which your storyline brings up different quests that you bring on there. That's like your campaign mode. Then you have daily quests. Every day you'll be able to do certain quests under the daily. That's all listed here. Then also you have your dungeons, which, those are like your raids or your full-blown dungeons that you would do. And then you have arena. So that's the stuff that you would do pretty much every day. That's on the right-hand side of your screen. It's a very... The one thing I do have to say is it's a very cluttered screen from what I'm typically used to. You can kind of close things off, but even if just by closing off the text menu or the quest notification side on the left-hand screen, it's still pretty cluttered, but whatever. I mean, it's in beta, so I'm sure they're going to work that out at some point. I'm sure they can see it. It just seems like they're trying to mash a lot into as much space as possible while you're still able to see your character. That being said, like I said, it is open world to a point, but it is also very instanced where you have a lot of loading screens, stuff like that. There's 4 classes that you play, all right? You have Berserker, which is like the equivalent of like a warrior or a tank class. You have Paladin, which is also kind of like a tank class, but it's more like a magical tank than anything else. Then you have Mage, which is, they do pure magical damage, kind of DPS-y, that sort of thing. And then you have Archer, which is your full-blown DPS class, okay? The other thing is that you can't really customize your character at this point in the game. Hopefully that becomes an option when it becomes officially released. I'm really hoping that becomes an option when it becomes officially released, because every single Berserker in the game looks exactly like this. All right, so we all look the same. If you ever want to feel like you're in the Blue Man group, this is your chance. Everybody looks identical, and it kind of sucks. But you know what? It'll get there. I'm confident the game team will create different armors and different classes and your ability to customize your own character down the line. So other than that, I mean, the gameplay itself is fairly smooth. There's not much lag. And they're fairly stable servers. You have your joystick in the left-hand part of the screen there. And then you have your invisible joystick on the right-hand part of the screen just above the world chat, guild chat, blah, blah, blah menu, the chat menu, essentially. I would say that for me, I prefer moving my own character around. However, as far as movement goes, if you look at your quest, you can actually have your character run to different areas just by you clicking a button. And that's part of the game that I told you about where, if you only have a little bit of time and you know exactly what you got to do, you can just click on things in the quest, and once you get into the dungeon, like here, I'll click on one, aim, lure, or power. I'll just run up to the guy, and it just automatically, speaks to him for me. And it's going to finish the quest automatically. You can do that, or if you know what you have to do, you can run up to the NPCs themselves and take care of it. If you look at story mode here, I'll go into Soul Fusion, which is one of the missions. And when I get into the dungeon, I'm going to have the ability to either fight by myself with my own skill, or I can auto fight. I'll skip this just for, ha-has. But, so I have auto fight shut off, so basically I attack now by myself. This is me, just being me. Or I click auto fight and it starts highlighting and starts sparkling, and basically the whole dungeon's going to run by itself. Okay? So if you only have a little bit of time, this might be a great thing for you. Or if you prefer to run by yourself and doing your own thing, then auto fight might not be a good thing for you. As far as the way the combat works, it's pretty standard and comparable to what every other MMORPG I've ever played has. I mean, it's got, its basic attack bar with the 4 skills surrounding your basic attack button. And, I don't know of any other MMORPG that's currently on mobile that's not similarly set up. So, as far as that's concerned, I don't think people are going to be let down by the combat. Rather, I think people would be rather happy with the way this works, especially those who are, always busy during the day and they want to have that MMORPG experience, but they just can't fit the time of day because of time restrictions. This game will be able to fit that niche. And when they get to the weekend and they have more time to play, they'll be able to, turn certain functionalities off that will make the game more, in-depth and more user customizable. So, overall, this is a great game. You have to remember it is in beta. You can pay to win. You can support the developer. I wouldn't recommend it currently, just because it is an open beta. But that's whatever you want to do. If you want to support the developer, by all means, go ahead. I always think it's a great thing to be able to support these growing, developing studios. As far as in comparison to other MMORPGs that are currently on the market for Android, I think this is comparable to them. I think it has the potential to be better than any of the other ones. But that being said, the other studios have a lot more money, but we'll see. Time will tell. I think this game is fantastic. It just started. Its community is rather small. The more people that play, the better it will become. So hopefully, a year from now, everybody's, playing this game and it's one big happy family. And that's all you can really ask for. That's all I got for now. If you have any questions, write it in the comments below. I will post a link to the download of this game. You can also just get it from the Google Play Store. I'm not 100% sure if it's ready for iOS yet or not. But that being said, this was fun. I look forward to making new videos for you guys down the line. And hopefully we'll hear from each other soon. You have a good one.